Okay, so I'm going to start this off as saying that I thought this was going to be a lot easier, but it wasn't, only because maybe it's my fault. I decided to start researching, looking into things, reading articles. So just want to say that I appreciate the assignment, because I thought it was going to be easy, and it wasn't, and it challenged me, and I enjoy challenging things, and I also want to try to stick to the rubric, because before you know it, it's going to be 15 to 20 minutes, and I'm only going to touch one of the things, and then run out of time. So I'm just going to get right into it. I have some notes over here to this side, so I'm going to be looking over here, so I apologize. I had a lot of notes taken, both written and typed out, so I want to make sure I stick to the information that you're looking for. The song is called Touchdown by Genesis, spelled Genesis, featuring Busta Rhymes, French Montana, and Juicy J. Those are funny names, but anyways, this is a remix version, and the reason why I chose the remix, the original is sung by Genesis, and he is the songwriter, is because this song actually includes more information on the drugs that were being discussed, and I believe I narrowed it down to either marijuana or cocaine. So I decided to include the information based on the Idaho statute code for marijuana and cocaine. So the policing era that I have is both the reform era, which is 1930 to 1970, as well as the community policing era, which is 1970 to the present. Due to the fact that the history of drug trafficking, which is the crime that is in the song, is drug trafficking, could not narrow down an exact year when drug trafficking began. So it became an issue in the 60s, which would have fell into the reform era. And then I also included the community policing era because Genesis and the other three singers or rappers in there are from this era, and they're talking about it today. So I decided to include some information on both of those drugs. According to Idaho Statute Code, Title 37, Chapter 27, Article 4, 37-2732B, trafficking. And I'm just going to read this here verbatim. Any person who knowingly manufactures, delivers, or brings into this state, or who is knowingly in actual or constructive possession of 1 pound of marijuana or more, or 25 marijuana plants or more, as defined in Section 37-2701 Idaho Code, is guilty of a felony, which felony shall be known as trafficking in marijuana. And then it goes from there on the amounts and the fines and prison time. But for the song, which he starts the song off with 108, 3 bricks. 108 meaning the 108 ounces of either marijuana or cocaine, and then the 3 bricks of the drugs equals 6.75 or 6 3/4 pounds of drugs. And then he mentions several times throughout the song, the hook of the song, which is played over and over. He keeps saying 16 O's in a pound, and then there's a lot of expletives in this, but I'm going to leave those out. So that was for the marijuana. This is for the cocaine. Any person who knowingly manufactures, delivers, or brings into this state, or who is knowingly in actual or constructive possession of 28 grams or more of cocaine, or any mixture of substance containing a detectable amount of cocaine, is guilty of a felony, which felony shall be known as trafficking in cocaine. And then I also included the fines and prison time for it. Says here, which according to the Idaho Statute Code qualifies a felony drug trafficking if it's 5 pounds or more, but less than 25 pounds for marijuana, shall be sentenced to a mandatory minimum fixed term of imprisonment of 3 years and fined not less than $10,000, which he talks about 3 bricks in his song, so that's over 5, less than 25. Or the cocaine is 400 grams or more, which he has more than 400 grams in that song. Such person shall be sentenced to a mandatory minimum fixed term of imprisonment of 10 years and fined not less than $25,000. So, I also decided to talk about, got some notes here. On February 19, 2014, KTVB reported a rise in drug trafficking cases in Idaho. And I found out that, and I had no idea, that there is only one Idaho State Trooper and his canine that policed the entire state of Idaho. At that time, of course, this is back in February. I believe since then they have 3 more that are being trained or full-time at this time. And they are based out of the Jerome area. I felt that, I don't know, that was just amazing to me to hear that there was only one unit basically that's policing and patrolling the entire state of Idaho, especially since there was a rise in drug trafficking. Working for me in juvenile corrections in a drug and alcohol unit, I hear these juveniles who are ages from 11, 12 all the way up to 19 talk about family members and how they get it in and what they do, and of course they leave names out, but I always overhear them talking. And obviously it's a problem here in Idaho, and I just wanted to thank you for allowing this assignment to take place. For me, I'm a perfectionist when it comes down to getting the information right. I hope I got it down right. There was a lot of information that I wrote down, that I kept audio notes on, that I had, of course, right here typed up on the laptop. So hopefully I covered everything. It's everything that you were asking of, and I just wanted to thank you for allowing me to do this assignment. And then actually also the reason how I came into this song, juveniles were talking about this song when they came back from home passes. And I overheard it and decided to do some research on it, and this was perfect for what we were looking for in our class. So worked out for me. I went back and actually addressed the issue with them and said that this is something they should not be talking about, or actually even listening to on their home passes. I'm pretty sure there's other things they can be doing except listening to drug trafficking songs. But anyways, long story short, thanks again. I enjoyed the class. I enjoyed this assignment, and I hope that I satisfied what you were looking for.